Hello, this is Julie, otherwise known as NyteBeauti. I'm mommy to Malcolm and Jace, and I live in New Haven, Indiana. I'm going to answer the questions that we've submitted to one another, and I'm going to try to reel in my diva-ness and make this not a 2-hour-long video blog for everyone to have to sit through. Jace says hello as well.
If you could be any Star Wars character, who would you be and why?
I would be Padme's bodyguard, because she was the only non-whiny female character in the entire series.
If you could trade places with anyone famous or not, living or dead, real or fictional, who would it be and why?
Okay, well, I was originally going to say Barbie, because that bitch has everything, but that's not really my answer. I would want to trade places with Woody from Toy Story.
Money, money, money! Hey!
You got a date with Justice, One-Eyed Bart.
Too bad, Sheriff. I'm a married man.
One-Eyed Betty?
Why?
He's got the epitome of perfect life. He's got the little boy who's willing to play with him, take him to college with him in Toy Story 3. He is like ruler over the entire population of toys. That it's just awesome. All three. That man's got everything handed to him. He is the bomb. Are you kidding me? Who wouldn't want to be Woody?
If you could be any character in fiction, who would you be and why?
Scarlett O'Hara.
What for?
She is the perfect diva, and nobody faults her for it. It's expected of her.
War. Isn't it exciting, Scarlett? You know those fool Yankees actually want a war? We'll show them.
Fiddly-dee. War, war, war. This war talk's spoiling all the fun at every party this spring. I get so bored I could scream. Besides, there isn't going to be any war.
Not gonna be any war. Why, honey, of course there's gonna be a war.
If either of you boys says war, just once again, I'll go in the house and slam the door.
But Scarlett, don't you want us to have a war? Wait a minute, Scarlett, honey, please. We're sorry. We'll talk.
As a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Anything that put me in the spotlight.
Is that it?
Author, singer, actor, anything that put me in the spotlight.
If you were given the chance to go back in time, where would you go?
Ancient Greece.
Okay, so that covers the win too. Why would you go there?
To see the myths be born.
If I were to look in your fridge, what would I find?
Parmesan cheese, a couple bottles of wine, some milk, and jelly.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Absorption.
Can you explain that?
Walk up to any other superhero on the planet, touch them, take in their power, and redirect it elsewhere, wherever I want it, whether it be healing, firepower, whatever. That'd be pretty cool.
What did you enjoy doing as a child?
I read a lot, but I performed a lot. I was always putting on shows. I know, shocker. Singing, acting, you name it.
What things do you find yourself doing now that as a child you swore you'd never do?
Demanding that my children go to bed at their appointed bedtime.
What?
making them clean up after themselves.
Say what?
Cleaning up after myself.
How old were you when you went on your first date?
Believe it or not, I was 16.
How did you meet your husband, that sexy stud, and what drew you to him?
I met him online, believe it or not, when AOL was the ISP.
10 free hours.
10 free hours. We met in a chat room. And what drew me to him? Persistence, because I didn't like him at first.
What was your first job?
I worked in a movie theater. I was 14 and thought I was the baddest bitch on the block because I could see free movies and eat free popcorn.
Because jobs in movie theaters rock. You won the lottery. What would you do with the money?
Well, it would all depend on the amount of the lottery.
Say $5 million.
I don't know how to break it up in percentages, but a good deal would go to the churches. There would be trust funds for the boys. Significant checks would go to our parents. Possibly our siblings.
If someone wrote a biography about you, what would the title be?
It took me a few minutes to think about it, but I've got the perfect title. Musings of a Diva.
If you could meet any celebrity or other personality in the world, who would it be and why?
This is a tough one, but I narrowed it down to Anne Rice.
Why?
Well, first I'd like to thank her for opening that avenue for the rest of us who enjoy paranormal romance, gothic. But even more so, I'd like to ask her, what the fuck were you thinking when you approved Tom Cruise to play Lestat?